Good afternoon. Welcome to Afternoon Chat. I'm your host, Ghost Mostly. The chat is up and running. How's everyone doing today? It's Friday. I'm ready for the weekend. I got Crumbleina coming over tonight. We're going to shoot a couple of shorts for the channel. Moving forward, progressing just like we're supposed to. What do you guys got going on? Have you recovered from New Year's Eve yet? Used to take me, when I was a drinker back in the day, used to take me a couple of days to recoup. I'm expecting a fast show today. Fridays always seem to go fast. I don't know why. So, afternoon chat, Monday through Friday, 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. A free show. Our guest stars are the people in the chat. They're the ones to determine what we talk about. There's no script for this show. Every day when I come live at 3, I am winging it. Okay? I have no agenda. There's no plan. Whatever you guys want to discuss is fine with me. YouTube tells me I do need to ask people to like and subscribe. But if you don't want to do it, don't worry about it. We'll survive. Okay. It's not the end of the world. If you want to be able to chat, you'll have to use another device. According to my analytics, 85% of the people that watch this show watch it on their TV. If you wish to chat, use your phone. Go to youtube.com and download the Discord app. That's the only way you can chat. You got to have that Discord app. It's not required that anyone chat. If you guys don't talk, I'll just ramble on for 2 hours. Okay? I got no issues with that. If I would prefer that you chat, but if not, don't worry about it. So if you ever want to change the subject or comment, feel free to jump in. This is an inclusive channel. Everyone is welcome. It's never going to be an exclusive club, and I'm never going to try to sell you anything. There's no midstream ads, no sponsors. I'm not running for political office. I'm not trying to become an online influencer. I'm not coming out with a line of merch. This show is and will always be free. When I decided to do it, I promised myself that I'd give this a shot, meaning I'd do it for 3 years. If in 3 years I don't have 1,000 subscribers or 4,000 viewing hours, I'll probably pack it in. But I'm going to give it a fair shot. Show's been up and running for about 4 months now. It's progressing. I'm content. I feel better after getting to speak my piece on a daily basis. It's almost like venting. Unfortunately, without the chat guiding me, there's no telling where my mind's going to wander. This morning, I've been watching news. My mind is on a couple of different things. The Epstein ballroom. The news report this morning said that Trump was out shopping for floor tiles marble and onyx. There's not anything important America needs to focus on. So he should go tile shopping, or maybe golfing, or maybe both in the same day. Wouldn't that be exciting for America? I'm sorry. This whole ballroom thing is absurd. Number one, 150 years of the East Wing of the White House, and it's gone. Yeah, he just decided to tear it down. He doesn't understand that he is a temporary resident at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. And the people he surrounded himself with don't have the guts to tell him. They're afraid of him. They're afraid they're going to lose their job. Yeah, it's kind of sad. They don't have the ability to speak truth to power. I'm not sure what information he's even getting as president of the United States. We all know he doesn't read. We all know that he doesn't like his intelligence briefings. It's like a game of Pictionary. They have to draw something up and show him a picture and then explain it to him. I'm not just saying the man's stupid. I'm saying he's deficient, not quite good enough. His policies are destroying America. They're rattling the cage of the U.S. Constitution, in my opinion. I mean, feel free to jump in the chat and disagree. A 90,000 square foot ballroom that both you and I will never get invited to. The Epstein ballroom is going to be for pedophiles only. They're bending over backwards to protect these pedophiles, and these pedophiles are bribing him silly. Once it's finished, they'll be whining and dining in there on the American taxpayer dime. Big tech, they're heavily involved. The major corporations in America, heavily involved. The rich, the elite in America are oligarchies. They're heavily involved. I'm sorry, but this is the way I see it from my end of my couch. Feel free to offer a different opinion. But this whole Epstein file fiasco, they're protecting the pedophiles. They don't want to charge them. They don't want to embarrass them. Yet, those young ladies did not abuse themselves. They're covering up for pedophiles, and it is pathetic. The largest scale cover-up in U.S. history. They're talking that they have another 5 million pages. It's ridiculous. Excuse me, I must need another cigarette. My point, the Epstein ballroom, the Epstein cover-up, the protection of pedophiles, it's just sad, a sad day for America. I'm not sure Trump is even aware of how badly he looks in the press. I don't think that the people around him are telling him the truth. I'm not sure they're giving him accurate information. I don't think any of them are willing to walk in there and give him bad news because they will get fired. Anyone that gives this man bad news, he lashes out at them. He's like a 2-year-old that does not want to share his toys. If you come up and you try to play with his toys, he's going to hit you in the head with them. This is how he appears to function. The Epstein ballroom is not for you. It's not for me. And according to Trump, the East Wing of the White House was of no concern to any of us. Ignore the history. Ignore the fact that he is a tenant, not an owner. He is a temporary resident. I live in an apartment building. What do you think they would say to me if I tore down the 2 apartments to the south? Just had them torn out. I want to build something there. Yeah, they'd go over like a lead balloon. They'd have me behind bars so fast. I'd have to do a psych evaluation. Okay. Yeah. A temporary resident does not have ownership rights. And the people that are around Trump can't seem to put it into words to explain it to him that he's crossing a line. It's a shame. Okay. I'm sorry I'm laughing, but it's so obscene and absurd that it's funny. It's hilarious that a man of his age and his stature does not understand the basics of right and wrong. He will continue to kill people around the globe. He'll bomb anybody just to change the news cycle, to try to get your attention off of the Epstein ballroom, the Epstein scandal, his cover-up. It's my understanding Kash Patel was ordered to delete the files that we seek. As I saw it on my TV, Kash Patel is the one that hit the button on the computer to delete those files. What America does with that information, it's out of my control. But as far as I'm concerned, all these people should be put behind bars. The Epstein files should come out now completely, and charges should be brought. Investigations should be started on the wealthy elites that were trafficking these girls. In my life experience, pimps don't give you girls for free. And Epstein was a pimp. A child molester, yes. But he was also trafficking these women. And pimps don't give their girls out for free. There's a money trail. Who paid the pimp? I'm just saying, if I walk down on the corner and try to rent a woman from a pimp, I'm giving him cash. There's not going to be a paper trail. But Jeffrey Epstein wasn't going into Wells Fargo every Monday morning with a bushel basket full of cash saying, I'd like to make a deposit. So there's a paper trail. They know who paid the pimp. They know who paid him. Just like when they do a sting in the streets of a big city and they arrest these girls for prostitution, they also arrest their customers, the ones that were paying. It's a violation of law. Who paid the pimp? Show us the banking records. There's a paper trail. We want to see it. They have a paper trail on all of us. I don't think Jeffrey Epstein was running a cash register accepting Visa or MasterCard. They were doing banking transfers, or they were writing checks. They were doing something that created a paper trail. Let's see it. Show America who paid the pimp. I don't think that's too much to ask. The guy's been dead for years. They're not protecting him. His partner, Maxwell, she's still in prison of sorts. They're not protecting her. They're protecting the pimp's clientele. And it was the wealthy elites, the people in positions of power. And it's time for them to fall. They've stumbled. They've broken the law. It's time for them to be held accountable. You and I are held accountable for everything we do. Modern society has an umbrella that we all have to stay under. It's called laws. There are rules and laws to our society. Anytime you and I step outside those laws, outside of those boundaries, society itself smacks us down, throws us behind bars, and makes us be held accountable. Do this for the rich and show us that our country is fair, that it's honest, that it's legit. Until you show us that it's legit, it's tainted. And it's tainted by the cover-up. Throughout American history, throughout world history, we've found that these cover-ups don't work. Eventually, the truth comes out. Our next president should be more than willing to appoint special prosecutors and reinvestigate all of this. They're hiding things from us that can't stay hidden. It's impossible. The truth will come out eventually. What they're hoping is that these rich elite men will have lived out their life and passed on before their name gets slandered and dragged through the mud. It's all to delay and distract. They think that we're stupid. They think that they can hold up a shiny object. Oh, look at these boats I'm blowing up off the coast of Venezuela. Don't be distracted, people. Demand justice. Demand true transparency. Demand the facts come out. I'm not going to get invited to the Epstein ballroom, okay? And no one's paying me to get on TV and say this. I'm not on a payroll. I'm not accepting bribes, okay? I have morals. I have ethics, okay? There are certain boundaries I'm not willing to cross. Unlike these people that think it's okay to cover up these crimes, to protect these criminals. Our next president will have his work or her work cut out. The easiest way is just to start the initial investigation all over again. Start it from scratch. Dot every I, cross every T. That's what's going to go down. So if they want to keep on with their charade, let them. They're all holding temporary positions, every one of them. The CEO of a corporation will not be there forever. The elected politician will not be there forever. The rich man will not be there forever. Death is a sure thing for all of us. Ain't no way to get around it. I'm just saying. The next president can sort all this out. If these people refuse to hold themselves accountable, if they're refusing to give us the information that we want, you and I both know eventually the information we seek will come out. It may take 20 years, don't get me wrong, but it will come out. If Epstein considered you a client, you should be getting a lawyer and be trying to turn state's evidence, and I wouldn't wait. I'd try starting it now. Because the last few guys ain't going to get the opportunity to turn state's evidence. They're just going to rot in prison. The time for these people to start turning on each other is now. If they don't, and their name comes up as they were paying the pimp, guess what? Jail time. And if you think jail in America is fun, you got a lesson you're going to learn the hard way. In America, right now, there's over 2 million people in jail. Between federal, state, and local authorities, 2 million are behind bars. You know what that means? It means that when it comes to these Epstein crimes, 5 years down the road, they've got room for you. I don't think it's going to be a party. I don't think you're going to be drinking champagne and eating caviar in this one. I think you're going to be licking jelly off some big guy's asshole. Okay. I'm just saying. Yeah, it's just a very sad day for America that these guys think they can get away with this. That's the problem with having too much money. You think it makes you untouchable. It doesn't. It puts a target on you. Some prosecutor's going to get a real big name. He's going to get real famous putting them behind bars. Think about that. The prosecutors will become famous putting these child molesters behind bars. That's going to be a level of transparency these customers of Epstein don't want to see. Believe me. I love this show. I get to talk. I get to empty my mind of my thoughts and share them with the world. When the show ends, I feel relieved. I got to speak my mind. Feel free to jump in the chat and speak your mind. I welcome your opinions. I really do. You don't have to agree with me. I think you will because I use common sense. Okay. When I didn't molest that child, I got no fears. When I didn't do business with that pimp, I got no fears. Okay. It's amazing how that works. These people are spinning their lies and they're spending their money trying to cover up their actions. It's like they're putting a price on their own freedom. Every time you pay the blackmailer, what's it tell the blackmailer? We could do this again. Keep on bribing them. Yeah. Eventually, you're going to run out of money, honey. Yeah. This is a new way to redistribute wealth. Okay. Paying your blackmailer. Yeah. I'm sorry. It's just morally and ethically, these guys are they're not on the same level as you and I. They're not even close. I think it's hilarious. The crimes are heinous. Don't get me wrong. What they did to these women is atrocious. I can't change that. But I can laugh at these people that are paying to keep their name hidden, to keep their name out of it. I can laugh at these guys and know deep in my heart they will not succeed. Eventually, all of it will come out. It comes out. We know who JFK was sleeping with. We know. We don't have to guess. The facts came out over time. The facts will come out over time on this as well. I don't care what you do to try to hide it. I don't care how many files Kash Patel can be paid to delete. The truth will come out in the end. We'll just start the investigation over again in 2029. We'll appoint special prosecutors. We'll give them a $5 million budget and let them go to town. We'll tell them we want a public update every 90 days. Let's see how this is going. What names do you have so far? These clowns, these rich clowns, think they're actually getting away with something. They think they're succeeding. Just like I think I'm going to win the lottery. I bought a ticket. I think I'm going to win. Isn't hope wonderful? I'm sorry. These guys they're playing the lottery with their lives. Could you imagine? You're 90 years old, you're filthy rich, and 20 years ago, you paid some prostitute for a blowjob, and now you got to go to prison for it? I'm sorry. I just think that's funny. We should build them their own prison. Oh, maybe that's what we can do with the Epstein ballroom, is convert that over to a prison. Then they can all reside at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. How many pedophiles can you fit into a 90,000 square foot ballroom? I watched the news this morning. What can I tell you, folks? Jump in the chat and change the subject. I'll talk about anything you want. I don't have a script. I don't have an agenda. My agenda is to start the live stream and let you people in the chat have control of the show. I'd love to hear your opinions on any of this or all of it. Share your thoughts with the world. It's free. And like me, you'll probably feel better after getting to speak your piece. You know, I do. I'm telling you, at the end of the show, I smoke a bowl. I'm excited. I've relieved myself of all my stress. It's like waving a magic wand. I used to get into live chat rooms back in the day and do the same thing, and I enjoyed it then. Whatever's on your mind, we can talk about it. As long as we stay within the community guidelines established by YouTube. I mean, there are rules, like all of society. We don't want to piss YouTube off. It's the only platform I'm on. Okay. I'm excited. I got Crumbleina coming over tonight. We're going to shoot a couple of shorts. I can throw them on. I'll probably post them probably Saturday at some point, because I'm going to want to, double check and triple check before I post them. I've never posted anything other than a live stream. So the shorts is a new thing to me, and editing film is new to me. So that's why I got Crumbleina coming over to give me a hand. I offered Crumbleina the second channel. You know, when you do this with YouTube, they give you 2 channels. I offered the second one to Crumbleina. She hasn't taken me up on it yet, but I'm thinking that she's inching towards it, because she sees me get on here and speak my piece, and she sees how much it lightens my mood. I feel a lot less stress in my life after I get to speak my mind. And I'd encourage all of you to feel free. Jump into live chat. You'll feel better afterwards. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm thinking 2026 is going to be a really good year. Well, I've never been in this position before. I have a TV show now. I'm excited about it. There's no telling what could happen this year. It could get real interesting. Yeah, I'm still drinking Dr. Pepper. But the Gatorade's sitting here. It's on deck. All right. So it's just a couple of minutes away. This is almost gone. Well, you have to stay hydrated now. And with the Gatorade, I'm not endorsing their product by any way or by any shape or form. My doctor told me to do this, so I'm doing it. I drink Dr. Pepper, and I'm drinking one Gatorade every afternoon. I'm an old man, and my doctor told me I need the electrolytes. It'll probably keep me from dozing off like Trump does in his meetings. I slept good last night. I was up till 2 a.m. watching Dairy Girls. I am hooked on that show right now. It's pathetic. I'm like a junkie. I find something and, I got to binge it. I got to binge that. My addictive personality coming out, I guess. I do have an addictive personality. I think that's why I smoke. Yeah, I love Fridays. I used to love Fridays when I was working in the casino industry too. Was my favorite day. Well, I was a weekend father, so meant I could pick up my kids, and I used to get out of work and just go and straight pick up my kid. I love that. So what do you guys got going on this weekend? You got big plans? I'll be watching the Lions, but I got to tell you, and I'm being honest here, I'm hoping that they bench the starters. Give the young kids a chance to play. It'd be nice if they win, but if they lose, it just moves us up in the draft. I'm figuring we're about 15th right now. And if the Lions lose on Sunday, they might move up to 14th overall pick. That would help us. I'm just saying. But I don't want to see Penei Sewell or Amon-Ra St. Brown or Jahmyr Gibbs. I don't want to see any of them get injured at all. Give these young kids a chance. I want to see Isaac Tesla. This was his rookie season. He should be the #1 wide receiver this weekend. Put him in there. Let's see him. Okay? He's got talent. If he didn't have talent, he wouldn't be on the team. None of these guys would be on the team if they didn't have talent. Just because they're not a household name yet doesn't mean a thing. The operative word there is yet. I want to see the Tom Kennedy show. Okay? I want to see Grant Stewart. I want to see all the rookies get playing time against a pretty good team. Chicago, say what you want. They won the division. You want to get in the playoffs in the NFL, you're guaranteed to get in if you win your division. Should be #1 task. You got 6 games. You got to win those 6 games. You're guaranteed to be in the playoffs no matter what happens. What are you guys doing for dinner tonight? I have the makings for a salad And I'm thinking I'll make a big old salad. Maybe have a couple of quesadillas with it or something, but the big old salad sounds good to me. I had soft tacos last night. It was good. But I got lettuce and tomato, cucumber, olives, cheese, I want to make a good salad. Well, after Crumbleina and I shoot the shorts, then I generally I'll watch Tom Grossi's Friday night Q&A. I don't chat with him. I just watch. Generally, I pop a beer, kick back and relax, smoke a few bowls. It's Friday night. Then I'll get up on Saturday and do my chores and get them all done so I can do nothing but watch football on Sunday. Isn't that what all guys do? Get all your chores done on Saturday so that you can relax on Sunday. I'm not sure. I don't think there is a Monday night game this week. I think Thursday night and Monday nights are done. I don't know that for sure. I haven't looked up the television schedule. I'll be watching the Lions with Mike Kimber on YouTube. I recommend you do the same. I'm not partners with Mike Kimber. Okay. I just like the guy, and I prefer to watch the Lions on his channel. Well, number one, I'm guaranteed he'll be there live streaming the game. Guaranteed. Guy's been doing it for years. He wouldn't miss a game. I don't care if he's half dead. The game will be on. Okay. I've seen him. Even when he's sick, the game's on. Okay. That matters, Well, I'm guaranteed that on YouTube I can watch football, and I don't have to pay Paramount Plus, Peacock, Netflix, Prime Video. I don't have to pay all of those. I can get the game live streamed on YouTube. Mike Kimber, I just have a lot of things in common with him. Single father, Southwest Michigan, health issues, love the Lions. We have a lot of common ground. If I chat on YouTube, it's generally with Mike Kimber. Don't tell him. Oh, he'll get a swelled head. I just like the guy. When he's yelling and screaming on my TV, I'm yelling and screaming the exact same things from my couch, okay? Just a lot of common ground. But I'll probably be continuing to binge watch Dairy Girls this weekend. I'll probably go back to Tragedy Tales this weekend. Very entertaining. Tragedy Tales, if you haven't checked them out. They're a friend of the channel here. Guy's name is Ryan. He does an excellent job. His video editing is top notch. He's got a different subject matter. It's not for everybody, but I like it. But I'll probably do Dairy Girls first, and then him second. Then I do an old standby. I go to Cross Timbers Bison. I don't know if you've ever seen that. A guy named Dusty Baker down in southern Oklahoma. He has a working ranch. He raises, breeds, sells, and eats bison, wild animals. Getting into a pasture with wild animals is nothing I would ever care to do. Okay. But I enjoy watching him do it. And he's like, my mustache itches. Does that mean I got money coming my way? I wish. No, he raises anything. He's got wild turkeys now. He's got 3 dogs, a couple of kids, 2 horses, a bunch of free-range chickens. I just enjoy watching his show. He's I think he's a former teacher. For some reason, I seem to watch a lot of former teachers on YouTube. I don't know. Maybe that's something that YouTube needs to look into. Maybe a lot of the people that are on YouTube are former teachers. Wouldn't that be an interesting twist? Well, I watched Tom Grossi. I know he's a former teacher. I used to teach table games. And I'm on YouTube. And I think Dusty, I think he was a high school teacher. That's interesting. So what else you guys got going on? How's the rest of the world doing? Have you seen the crap going on in the streets of Iran? Ooh. I've known some Iranian people, and they were very, very nice people. Not what you would believe by the actions of their government. They're not like that at all. They're nice people. That can be true with America. It can be true with Russia. Don't pay attention to what the governments do. The people are nice. Their governments may be assholes. They may be criminals. They may be evil. Okay. But that doesn't make the people that live there that way. You know what I mean? That'd be a gross generalization you don't want to make. In my time in Vegas, 33 years in the gaming business, I met people from all walks of life, from all over the earth, every country you can think of. And they were all nice people. I know. I was working for tips. I'm telling you, they were all nice people. The gross generalizations that we make are based on the actions of their government. It's not based on the actions of the people. The people are just like us. When the shit hits the fan and we're all standing in chin deep water, they'll be with you shoulder to shoulder, helping you get out, helping you clean up, helping you rebuild. They're all good people, I swear. Their governments may not be worth the powder to blow them to hell, but the people have value. The people. They have great value. That's one of the things I'm going to do a short on tonight. Is the value of people. One planet, one human race. That's all we got. We can't afford to damage or hurt either one. One planet, one human race. If we destroy the planet, we're in trouble. We destroy the human race, we're in trouble. I don't care what task you're trying to accomplish. If you get more people to help you, you will succeed, and you will succeed faster. More human beings on your side, that's all you need. It doesn't matter whether you're trying to build a house, a bridge, or what. It doesn't matter. The more people you got, the lighter your workload, and the faster you accomplish your goals. Human beings move to cities so that they can collaborate, so that they can put their differences aside and work together. When human beings work together, they can accomplish great things. Human beings rely on one another and they don't even realize it. You and I both know you can walk over to your wall, flip the switch, and turn the lights on in the room. That doesn't happen without other human beings. You and I both know you can walk to the kitchen, turn on the faucet, water comes out. That doesn't happen without other human beings. Last Tuesday, I went to breakfast with my family. Everything that we needed from every other human being was just there, automatic. The salt shaker on the table was there. A human being built that, made that. The salt that was in that salt shaker, a human being did that. The chairs, the table, the carpet, the walls, everything was there. The cook, the waitress. I relied on all of these people just so I could go out to a meal with my family. I don't know any of their names. Well, I'm lying there. I do know the cook and I do know the waitress because we've been going to that restaurant for, 8 years. But my point is still intact. I'm relying on other human beings. I have no idea who the hell they are, but they go to work every day and I can depend on it. I know that if I walk out my front door and I go to the store, I know that the grocer is there. He's done his job. The shelves are stocked. I know that the cashier's there. I can check out and I can go home with all my supplies. I rely on other human beings every single day, and it makes my life easier. I don't know their names. I don't care what religion they are. I don't care what race they are. I don't care how old they are. I rely on them all equally, and they all make my life easier, more enjoyable. We are all codependent on one another. And it makes life a lot easier. I used to spend a lot of time hiking in the mountains and hunting and fishing. You go out into the wilderness, you build yourself a cabin. One man can do it. But there's no electricity. There's no running water. Your life got a lot harder instantly. The reason we have cities is so we can work together, we can collaborate as human beings, and it makes all of our lives better. All we have to do to get more human beings in our town is real simple. We need to be tolerant of one another. That's as simple as it gets. I don't care what task you're trying to do. If you get more human beings to help you, your workload is lessened. You can accomplish your goals faster, and it's easier on you the more help you have. You want to build a house by yourself? How long is it going to take you? Can you get it done in a year? Get 2 people to help you. You've cut that time. Your workload is lessened, and you're going to accomplish your goal faster. Now get 200 people to help you. If you've got 200 people to help you, you might be able to build that house in a week. Think about that. I don't care what you're trying to build. More human beings is the solution to your problem. You will achieve your goals faster. Your workload will be less. And you are guaranteed to succeed because you're not working alone. We rely on our fellow human being every day, but we never acknowledge him. Think about that. One of the things I was doing in December, I said, give kudos where kudos are due. Recognize your fellow human being doing his job and improving your life. Take a second and let him know that you recognize the good job that he's doing and that you appreciate him. Throughout my lifetime, I noticed I never got enough praise for all the good things that I did, for all the hard work that I did. More praise would have been nice. So throughout December, I was telling people, take a minute and praise your fellow man. Let him know, I see what you're doing. I appreciate you. Think about that the next time you get up and you walk and you hit that light switch and the light comes on. The guy that made the light bulb, the guy that made the lamp, the guy that made the switch, the guy that made the wiring, the guy that made the electricity. You relied on all of them. They all improved your life. Whether you think about it or not, they did. How successful can you be if you get more people to help you? There's no limit. Step outside your front door. Every building you see, that's your proof. That's your bona fide evidence that the human beings before you put aside their differences and they worked together. Bona fide proof. It's right there in front of you. But you take it for granted. Pick up your phone, make a call to your father. Hi, Dad. How's it going? The phone company, that guy did his job. The guy that made the phone, he did his. Everybody did their job every day. You depend on them and you don't realize it. I don't know the name of the guy that made my phone. I sure as hell do appreciate him because it works really well. Okay. It's dependable. It's so dependable that I take it for granted. I know you watch the news and they're telling you, oh, that guy doesn't want to work. He wants welfare. He wants a free ride. Bullshit. He may need help today. I'm not saying he doesn't. But I'm telling you, he don't want a free ride. He wants to go to work and earn his way. He wants to cut his own path through life the same way I do. All human beings are codependent on one another. When I go to make my salad tonight, some farmer grew that lettuce, the tomato, the cucumber. The dressing. All other human beings, and I'm depending on them, and I don't even know who they are. They've made my life better. They have improved my life, just like every time you go to work, you're improving someone else's life, whether you realize it or not. Every time you make a product, every time you perform a service, you're contributing, you're helping, you're a part of the solution. Every one of us goes to work every day. You can depend on it. You do depend on it. You just don't realize it. I know that when I wake up tomorrow morning and I want to run errands or I want to do chores, I know that everything is going to function. Everything I want to do is all going to line up like ducks in a row. I can depend on it. When I need the water and soap to clean, when I need the vacuum cleaner, the electricity, the water, it all works because we all work. And that's just not in the United States. It's global. Every human being, if you don't go to work, what happens? You don't survive. You die. You cannot survive without other human beings. You may think you can. You can't. Your life gets so much harder. Your life expectancy drops. The ease that we have from living in cities. Why do we live in cities? So that we get help. So we get other human beings to collaborate with us. That's why there are cities. I don't care what size your town is. It's all the same formula. 1 man plus 1 man equals 2 men. 2 men can accomplish twice as much as 1 man. It's simple mathematics. I don't care what your task is. If you can get other human beings to help you, your workload is easier. Your goals will be met faster. You will achieve those goals. You will succeed. If you're trying to do something and you're not succeeding, what do you need? You don't need money. You need more human beings. The more human beings on your team, the faster you attain all of your goals. The more human beings you can get, the better off you are. You want to talk America first? We don't need those other guys? Bullshit. We need them all. Every one of them. We want them all. How do we get them on our side? It's real simple. We be tolerant. All human beings have some things in common. But at the same time, all human beings are unique individuals. Get past your differences and work together with your fellow man. Become tolerant of one another. If you need human beings, you need to be tolerant of human beings. You don't have to agree with them. You don't have to like them. You need to tolerate them. Get past your differences and work together. I'm sorry I'm the only one on TV telling you this. I truly am sorry that it's just me telling you this. But I'm telling you, I don't care what your task is. Get more human beings to help you. You'll accomplish your goals faster. If you've got enough human beings, you can build one house in one day. But if you're trying to do it by yourself, your workload got a lot heavier. You've been slowed down. Your progress is going to be minuscule on a daily basis. It doesn't matter what your task is. The more human beings you have on your team, the better off you are. Plain and simple. I know they're telling you to hate one another. I know they're telling you, confront your neighbor. Judge him. He's not good enough to live next to you. It's all bunk. It's all bullshit. One planet, one human race. We can't afford it to damage either. We need to save the planet. We need to save the human beings. It's that basic. There's one planet. To think that we can live on another planet at this point, it's fantasy. There's nowhere else to go. It's here. Human beings need the gravity of Earth, the atmosphere of Earth, the food and water of Earth. All human beings need Earth. So if we destroy Earth, what have we done? We've destroyed ourselves. If we damage the Earth, what have we done? We've damaged ourselves. Human beings, same thing. Let's talk about human beings. Are you smarter than your grandfather? I would say probably yes. You're probably smarter than your grandfather because you have better education, better technology, better knowledge in general. That same way that you're smarter than your grandfather, what if your grandfather was killed? His life was snuffed out. You were never born. So all the great things that you can accomplish in your lifetime, gone. I'm telling you right here, right now, we cannot afford to lose a single human being. We need them all. Because the guy that you're planning to kill, his grandson could be the one that gets educated and develops the cure for cancer. His grandchild could be the one that saves the planet Earth. It's not going to save itself. Human beings are going to do it. We need to have children, and we need to educate our children and keep educating our children until our children help educate us. And we needed to go not just this generation, but the next 50,000 generations. Everything that we need to fix in this whole world needs a human being. We need to value all human life, not just some, not just one subgroup. Remember, one planet, one human race. Oh, those Palestinians don't matter. The hell they don't. That Palestinian grandchild could get an education and cure the disease that's going to kill your child. You don't know. You're not God. You should not do anything to harm the human race. Not one member of it. It's not your call. It's not your call to destroy our one planet, and it's not your call to destroy the human race. You don't have that right. We have to protect the planet. We have to protect the human race. That's all we have. You think it's okay to kill another human being? You are dead wrong. We need every human being we can get, and we need to educate them until they educate us. That's how we cure disease. That's how we eliminate hardship. That's how we fix everything, is with more human beings. It's a mathematical formula, folks. It's simple. Every human being matters. If this ain't the Savior, maybe his grandchild will be. You don't know. All human life has value to human life, human existence. We need everyone. And we need to be tolerant of everyone and allow them all to work on the same team. Feel free to disagree. Jump in the chat, straighten me out, educate me. That's why the chat's enabled. If I just wanted to lecture, I could do it without having a live chat. The live chat is so that you can voice your opinion alongside of mine. We can hear each other. We need to educate one another. We need to help one another. We need to work together. This is the key to our success. I don't care what your task is. You need more human beings on your side, more people on your team. Think about it. I do. I'm just one guy sitting on one end of his couch. I can give you my perspective. From what I see, there is not a problem on this planet that human beings cannot fix. If we all work together, if we all put aside our differences and we work together, we can accomplish everything. Anything and everything. But it all boils down when you reduce the fractions, when you reduce the subgroups. There's one planet, there's one human race. We need both. That's my opinion. Feel free to jump in the chat and voice yours. I love people. I do not hate them. Hate is not a good thing. These people that you see on TV, the people in the news, your politicians, your newscasters that are telling you to hate one another, trying to divvy you up into subgroups. These are not your friends. They are trying to divvy you up into subgroups so that they can make you easier to control, easier to manipulate. There is one human race. I don't care what religion you are. I don't care what color your skin is. I don't care what your education is. There is one human race. You need to accept that and you need to respect that. It's simple mathematics. It really is. You need to be tolerant of your fellow man and work together to accomplish great things. So if we kill all the Palestinians, who are we hurting? Us. If we kill all the Venezuelans, who are we hurting? Us. If we kill all the Nigerians, who are we hurting? Us. We need to stop hurting ourselves. The human race is shooting itself in the foot on a daily basis. Why? What do you get for that? Is there a prize? Is there a reward? Not that I know of. If there's no prize, if there's no reward, What are we doing? It's okay to disagree with somebody. There's nothing wrong with that. It's okay to dislike somebody. There's nothing wrong with that either. But hatred? You can't get to hatred without having uncontrolled fear. It's impossible. You may be calling it hate, but it's really only dislike. Unless you have uncontrolled fear. If you have uncontrolled fear, then it's hate. What's your reward for your hate? None that I know of. What's the prize you get for hating someone? None that I know of. What do you build with hate? Nothing. I'll tell you, hate is society's wrecking ball. The people that you see telling you to hate someone else are not your friends. They have a sick, ulterior motive. They want to divvy you up into a subgroup, and then they're going to try to use your fears, your uncontrolled fears, to control and manipulate you. They're doing it on a daily basis. I see it every time I turn on my TV. They're trying to put you in subgroups. There is one human race. Everything else is a subgroup. Call it Russian, call it American, call it black, call it white. I don't care what name you put on it. It's a subgroup. There is one human race. That's it. They divvy you up into subgroups. Oh, Republicans. Oh, Democrats. And then they go to each group and they say, that other group hates you. They're plotting against you. They want to kill you. They want to destroy you. They don't believe you have a right to exist on this earth. They're using your fears against you. They're using your fears to stoke your hatred. Fear is a normal human emotion. Little bit of fear, it's a good thing. Can save your life. Little bit of fear keeps you from stepping off the edge of a cliff. That's a good thing. A little bit of fear keeps you from walking down a dark alley at 3 o'clock in the morning. That's a good thing. A little bit of fear is good, but an uncontrolled fear is not good. An uncontrolled fear is society's wrecking ball. I remember my young son calling me, Daddy, can you leave the nightlight on? I'm afraid of the dark. As his father, my responsibility to make him feel safe, to teach him to control his fears, to control his imagination. I turn the lights on. I open the closet door. No monsters. No bad guys. I look under the bed. I show him no monsters. No bad guys. You're safe here. I'm just out in the other room. I'm not leaving. I'll be there all night. I'll be there when you wake up in the morning. You're safe. You must control your fears, or your fears control you. When your fears control you, rational thinking is tossed out the window. Behind every closed door is a monster. Underneath the bed in the dark is a monster. Your uncontrolled fear, your rational thinking, your knowing a right from wrong is tossed aside. As a society, we have an umbrella of laws and rules that mean we must stay within the boundaries. Your uncontrolled fear cannot stay inside the boundaries. Your uncontrolled fear is all over the place. The fear is in control. You're not. A gun. We have guns here in America. Everyone can get one. Gun gives you security from your fears, right? Push comes to shove, I can defend myself. I have a gun. Helps me to control my fear. But what happens when my fear takes control of the gun? It's legal to own a gun, but it's illegal to point it at another human being. Ooh. So if your fear has control and you're pointing your gun at another human being who's not threatening your life, who's not giving you cause to point that gun at him, you're breaking the law. When you break the law, there are consequences for your actions. Repercussions from your actions. If you're standing in your front yard pointing a gun nonchalantly at your neighbors, what happens? The police come, they take your gun, they take you. You're dangerous. You're not in control. Well, I was scared. Well, you had no reason to be scared. No one was threatening you. You're unstable. We're going to need to put you in a 72-hour psych hold here. We need an evaluation on you. We're not even sure you can own a gun anymore because you couldn't control your fears. Your fears were controlling you. So if you wish to stay underneath that umbrella of laws and rules that our society has, you must maintain control over your fears. You cannot let your fears run rampant and still be able to color within the lines. Your fear throws your rational thinking out the window. Your uncontrolled fear or uncontrolled anger push you to the fringes of society. And if you don't stay under that umbrella of rules and laws, if you get outside, what happens? Society smashes you like a bug. Says, sorry, son, you're done. You cannot control yourself. You cannot control your anger. You cannot control your fears. You have become dangerous. Now, society will control you. You must control your fears. If you don't control your fears, you're going to be curled up in the fetal position in the corner, unable to walk outside your apartment, unable to go out into society and function if you can't control your fears. If you're too afraid to cross the street, how are you ever going to cross the street? You, excuse me. You must control your fears. It's on you. It's not on me to control your fears. You must control your own fears. This is what adults do. Remember, it was my small child unable to control his fears. It was my responsibility to teach him to control his fears, to prove to him that he is safe. Now, as an adult, he has control over his fears, and he's no longer afraid of the dark. Control your anger, control your fears, and there is no hatred. Hatred does not exist. Dislike is okay. Dislike all the people you want. Dislike me. That's all right. But hatred is a step too far. Hatred, you've crossed a line. Hatred, you've given up your control, and now your fear has control. And when your fear has control, you can't color within the lines. Society's about to squash you like a bug. Control your fears. Respect your fellow human beings. Be tolerant of one another. You can stand in your front yard and yell at your neighbor all you want. You can. It's not illegal. But society will crash down on you if you think that you can walk over and hit your neighbor. It's illegal. You can't do it. The needs of society outweigh the needs of the individual. Nobody was threatening you. You had no right to hit anybody. Think about it. Be tolerant of your fellow man, and don't fall into the subgroup where people can control you and manipulate you with your fears. If you control your fear, no one can use it to control you. If you control your anger, it's easy to stay inside the lines, stay within the boundaries of acceptable behavior. If you're not able to control your fears, if you're not able to control your anger, you need to get some counseling. You need to get some other human beings to help you. You've been radicalized. It's like the subgroups don't matter. They don't. One planet, one race of human beings. That's all we have. We cannot afford to damage either. We must protect both. We need both so that the generations that follow us have a planet to live on and they have other people to help them deal with what problems come up. If you kill everyone else, who's going to help you? If you lash out at other human beings, who's going to be on your side? Nobody. With no one on your side, you can't stay within the confines of our society. Respect other human beings. It's not too much to ask. Be tolerant to one another. It's not too much to ask. Remember, you can open your door and look outside and everything that you see built. I don't care whether it's a car, a house, a road, everything that's built is built by people putting their differences aside and working together. And we do this so that we have electric when we turn on the light switch, and we have water when we turn on the faucet. We work together, even though we don't know each other's names. It matters. It matters a lot, more than you realize. Take a minute. Think about this. Think this through. Whatever you're trying to accomplish today, if you had other human beings helping you, you could accomplish it today. You could get done faster. If you get other human beings to help you, you can and will succeed. If you try to go it alone, good luck with that. You're going to have your shoulder to that grindstone for a long, long time. Feel free to jump in the chat and disagree. Straighten me out. Educate me. I welcome it. I've enabled the live chat. Please feel free. You are welcome. I do respect you, and I do respect your opinion. You don't have to agree with me. You can, but you're not required to. But I'm telling you, and apparently I'm the only one on TV that's telling you, there's one planet, there's one human race, and we cannot afford to lose either. We cannot afford to damage either. We need both. Respect all human life. Tolerate your differences. I like to wear black t-shirts, gray t-shirts. You may like to wear white t-shirts. If I can get past that white t-shirt and I could get you to help me, I could build something. Wow. Isn't that amazing? But I'd have to get past the fact that you got a white t-shirt. How the heck can I do that? I mean, white t-shirts, who ever heard of such a thing? I love gray and I love black t-shirts only. Oh, I only like the V-neck. You like the crew neck? Oh, I can't have crew neck t-shirt people on my team, can I? Oh, if I could get past that you got a crew neck and that your t-shirt is white, you and I could work together and accomplish great things. What an amazing concept. I'm teasing. But you see the point? Your differences between you and other human beings are minuscule. They don't matter. The common ground you have with your fellow man, that matters. You both need clean air to drink or to breathe, clean water to drink. You both need good food to keep you healthy and happy. You need to work together with your fellow man. You don't realize how much you already depend on him for everything that you try to do. If that oil don't get pumped out of the ground, there's no gas. If that generator's not running, there's no electricity. If that fresh drinking water isn't cleaned and pumped, what are you going to do? Drink from a stagnant pool? Good luck with that. You think you can go it alone? Move out to the wilderness, build your cabin, and let's see you. Every day becomes a friggin' chore. And I'm telling you, there's no conveniences. There's no plumbing. There's no electricity. There's no grocery store. You've got to go hunt. You've got to go fish every single day. You are codependent on your other fellow human beings, whether you realize it or not, whether you know their name or not. We are all codependent on one another. We all need each other's help. We all need to be tolerant of one another, and we all need to respect one another. When we do, we all succeed. Afternoon chat, Monday through Friday, 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's what I've created here. I appreciate the people that get in the chat. I appreciate all the viewers. I really do. I cannot succeed without other people's help. It's impossible. I can sit here on my couch and talk till I'm blue in the face, but without you people liking and subscribing, viewing, I will not be successful. I cannot do this alone. I need you. Weird, huh? You gotta respect it. It's simple math, folks. I know you want to be independent. I understand. But your neighbor is your best friend that you haven't met yet. You've relied on him for years and you have no idea what his name is. You might consider way you treat your neighbor. Because when the shit hits the fan and the floodwaters rise, that neighbor's still going to be there. He's dependable, goes to work every day. He'll be standing with you shoulder to shoulder to pull you out of the water, to help with the cleanup, to help put it all back together again. The politician that told you to hate your neighbor, he won't be anywhere around. The newscaster that told you your neighbor was an enemy and he was plotting to hurt you, he won't be anywhere around. They're going to pull a Ted Cruz. At the first sign of trouble, these idiots are going to jump on a plane and get out of Dodge. They'll be long gone. But that neighbor that you've been told that you need to hate, and you've been told he's hating you, he'll be there. He'll be working shoulder to shoulder with you to put it back together. It's what he does. You never realized it. You never knew his name, but he's been working with you all along. He's been on your team all along. You just never realized it. I don't care what subgroup he's in. It does not matter. One planet, one human race. That's what we got. That's the cards we've been dealt. Until that changes, you need your fellow man. You need your planet. Both. That's my opinion. Feel free to jump in the chat and straighten me out. You're more than welcome to. But I'm telling you, that neighbor you don't know, you've been relying on him for years, and you're going to continue to rely on him for years in the future. And you'll still never know his name. But he's dependable. He's reliable. He will be there tomorrow. Hopefully, the people of this earth will learn to tolerate one another eventually. But I'm telling you, every bloodline matters. Every single bloodline. We need to educate our children, and not just some of them, all of them. We need to keep teaching our children until the children turn and teach us. The better educated, the better technology builds for a better future. Without that education, without that technology, we'd still all be living in caves. That education matters. You think it's okay to disassemble the Department of Education in the United States? It's not. That is us shooting ourselves in the foot. It is not to our advantage. It is to our advantage to further educate our children. Instead of eliminating the Department of Education, we should be including college. Let's take 12 years of public education and move it up to 16 years of public education. That would be a step in the right direction. That would be helping our fellow man. That would be helping ourselves. These people that are telling you you don't need education, they're wrong. The same as the people that are telling you to divvy yourself up into subgroups. They're wrong. They are not on your side. If you want to succeed in this life, get more people to help you. Get more people on your team. The more people you have, the more successful you will become. You will lessen your workload and you will speed up your success. That's my opinion on this Friday. What's yours? In this show, your voice matters as much as mine, maybe a little more. Afternoon Chat is an inclusive channel, an inclusive show. It's not an exclusive club. We're not kicking anybody out. It's the opposite. We're going to continually invite them in. We're going to respect their opinion. We're going to give them an equal time to voice their opinion. That's the show I've created. I'm Ghost Mostly, the host. Ghost Mostly Media, LLC. It's what I've created here. A free show. No midstream ads, no commercials of any kind. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm not trying to chase you down and tackle your wallet. But I do need your help. I need you to like and subscribe to the channel. I need you to recommend it to a friend or two. That would help me. It's the same as any other task any human being is trying to do. I need more people on my team. Not less, more. The key to our success as human beings is to tolerate one another and work together so that we may build and achieve our common goals. It's not required that you work together, but it is to your advantage. It is helpful. I could go it alone on this show. I could say my piece and never give you guys the opportunity to chat. But that's not the direction I've chosen. This is an inclusive channel and everyone is always going to be welcome, including the people that disagree with me. As long as we can stay within the community guidelines established by YouTube, we're golden. The only thing you can do wrong on this show is not have a good time. I've enjoyed myself immensely today and no one chatted at all. A lot of the people that do chat on this show are hit and run bandits. They're here for 10 minutes. They state their case and they're on their way. People are busy. This show is here 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I've talked to people in over 8 countries now. I enjoy this immensely. I made a commitment to myself when I started this channel that I was going to give it a fair shot to build a community that wanted to chat. I convinced myself 3 years would be a fair shot. I've been doing this 4 months now. Have not kicked a single person out of the chat. Have not received a bad comment. Have not been chastised by YouTube. Go figure. In an open chat room, we don't seem to get into any trouble. Why is that? Maybe because most people are good. Most people are good. I'll keep saying it. Hopefully somebody will believe it. There's not a bad guy on every corner in America. You want to know what's there? Good guys. Lots of them. Everywhere I go, I run into nice people. I meet nice people. Open your front door. Take a look around. Point to the bad guy. You may not like the way that guy dresses, or you may not like that guy's accent, but that doesn't make him a bad guy. The good guys outnumber the bad guys by almost 10 to 1. I swear. I promise you. There are more good people in this world than there are bad, and it's not just the United States. If you are an American and you think your fellow American is your enemy, you've been radicalized. You need to get some counseling. You've been depending on him for years and you don't even know his name. And you think he's your enemy? That's your shortcoming, son. Okay? Not his. I'm your host, Ghost Mostly. Thank you for your time. Thank you for the likes and the subscriptions. And please come see me on Monday. I'll be here at 3, I promise. Okay? My personal philosophy, live and let live. Be tolerant of your fellow human beings. I honestly believe if you're nice to everybody, if you're kind to everyone all of the time, you're going to like the end result. I'll see you Monday at 3. Have a safe, good weekend. Be nice. I dare you. Bye.